dramatic split screen of the battle over border security taking shape tonight in El Paso, Texas. Look at it. At this hour, former Democratic Congressman and possible 2020 contender Beto O'Rourke is holding an anti-border wall march. And just a half-mile away, President Trump will hold a campaign-style rally to make his case for a wall. And last week, he falsely characterized El Paso's crime rate while pitching his wall during the State of the Union. And tonight's dueling events come as congressional negotiators in Washington have just 4 more days to come up with a plan on border security to keep the government open. On Sunday, yesterday, Acting Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney said there's no guarantee the president would even accept a deal.
So is it fair to say whatever Congress hands him, he'll sign? He just may not be enthusiastic about it.
No, I don't think so.
You're not ready to go there.
No,
we cannot definitively rule out a government shutdown at the end of this week.
You absolutely cannot.
Well, the top 4 congressional negotiators met today after talks stalled this weekend over a disagreement on the number of detention beds available to ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Lawmakers have until Friday to avert a second shutdown, of course. That's the 15th of the month. Congressional negotiators are set to meet again next hour, that's this evening, with hopes of reaching an agreement perhaps tonight on a path to avoid a shutdown. I'm joined right now by Democratic Congresswoman Donna Shalala of Florida, who served as Health and Human Services Secretary under President Clinton, and Peter Baker, Chief White House correspondent for the New York Times. I want to start with Congresswoman Shalala. Are we talking another CR, a continuing resolution tonight, a stopgap rather than a solution to this situation?
I don't think so. I think they're really going to try to get an agreement. After all, these are the appropriators. These aren't just some random members of Congress. These are pros. These are the best pros that we have. They're used to cutting deals. The Democrats believe in border security. We ought to be able to find a compromise here that's acceptable to the Republican leadership of both the House and the Senate. While there are a lot of grim faces around, that always happens at the end of a negotiations. You always hit obstacles, and let's give them some air to breathe and give them a chance to get this deal done. No one in the Capitol wants to see another shutdown, and no one in the country wants to see another shutdown.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.